A 1.2% increase is expected in Chainlink by tomorrow, per 30 rates. But first, let's take a closer look at what's happening in the market. At this moment, Chainlink is up by 2.3% and is floating near $7.36. Let's turn to what the analysts are saying. CoinDataFlow's forecast puts the price at $7.35 by June 28, about 0.1% below now. Chainlink may strengthen towards $7.38 per coin codex, showing a gain of about 0.3%. According to Digital Coin Price, there is potential for it to head upward to $7.42, an increase of about 0.9%. Another outlook from 30 rates sees Chainlink advancing to $7.45, a rise of approximately 1.2%. And to wrap up crypto predictions, predicts $7.57 by June 28, which is 2.9% higher than now. This is the strongest return potential we've seen. 5 expert insights done. Let's carry on. With all expert forecasts in, here's what it adds up to. Looking at the forecasts side by side, the projected movement in price is between a drop of 0.1% and a rise of 2.9%, depending on the analyst. By the look of it, Crypto Predictions is calling for the highest return with 2.9% gain in value by tomorrow. In short, you could pocket between $1 and $29 for every $1,000 you invest. With volatility taken into account, CoinDataFlow's forecast indicates the most likely movement, with a 91.9% chance of success. Out of all 5 forecasts, I've outlined one unified consensus scenario. Consensus expectations show Chainlink around $7.43. Let's see exactly what that means. The consensus outlook indicates a potential 1% increase. To put it plainly, your capital might grow by about 1% in step with that move. With $1,000 invested, the implied gain would be roughly $10. And overall, the probability of the consensus scenario for Chainlink holding true is roughly 87.8%. For the short term, let's see what analysts predict across the 3-day period. The projection from CoinDataFlow also points to higher ground for Chainlink. CoinCodex signals a steady decline. Digital Coin Price projects an ascending trajectory for Chainlink. 30 rates believes the chart points to a decline. Meanwhile, Crypto Predictions expects downward momentum to persist. Bringing all forecasts together, the consensus points to Chainlink remaining largely unchanged. In conclusion, most analysts expect Chainlink to move onto a downward track. 2 days ago, 5 predictions were published. Here's how they turned out. Ultimately, the result was a close at $7.35. Out of 5, only 2 ended up correct about the direction. Accuracy-wise, CoinLore provided the tightest prediction. Let's clear it up step by step. Just one forecast was captured inside yesterday's move. Speaking of ROI, gains appeared across several forecasts, and 30 rates came out ahead with 3.5%. Now showing the performance check, how each analyst's forecast matched reality. In today's data, CoinLore registered $0.05 in accuracy, 89.9% forecast probability, and 1.6% ROI. Look through the data and see if your expectations match the results. Let's see how tomorrow's predicted profitability looks when compared with a few other assets. Arbitrum takes first place in the forecast comparison, reaching 4%, while Chainlink ranks lower. Here we're looking at Chainlink next to 4 random cryptocurrencies. A wider profitability comparison is now live on my website. You made it this far, and that's awesome. If this was worth your time, a like would be amazing. Talk to you in the next one.